Alright, so you can actually just grind this area of the alternator. Essentially, you're going to grind it the same height as the rest of the body here. So if you just compare this and just continue that, grind that same height, it'll clear the bracket without having to remove the bracket at all. And I'll give you a comparison what a brand new one looks like. So you get that vein there on the top. Just grind this area smooth, flat, same height as the surrounding area here. So take this off, and then you're also gonna go straight down and get rid of this part of the vein as well. And I'll give you a comparison here. So it's essentially flat down here and then flat down here, same height as this area and that area here, and that allows you to clear the bracket without having to remove it or grind it. Totally clears it, so you can't get away without removing the bracket, which is a good thing. Less work. Alright, so now for placing the alternator. Alright, so have your lower 14 millimeter bolt handy. Gonna come in slide her in the slot here. All right. That's in place. Put this glove here on the frame so it doesn't smack up against the rail and scratch it all up. Now we can place the alternator tensioner bracket the top hole, or the top bolt holds the harness bracket. Get that started. Position the bracket, harness bracket. You guys can just snug down. Just a nice snug, don't over tighten because it is aluminum. It will strip. Then what you're going to do next is slide in the adapter on the back side. So just in case some of you guys don't get it, this thinner post, it's going to go on the alternator post there. Slide the alternator over, get your actual tensioner bolt, and just try to find the threads on the other side for the adapter. Simple enough. Everything's presented. Oh, by the way, the original Altezza alternator pulley transfers over to the Sequoia. That's a direct carryover. All right, here we go. Yeah, so the pulley just bolts onto the Sequoia alternator. All right, so with everything in place, now let's hook up the battery cable and the I guess I can show you guys. All right, so for the alternator cable, I had this jumper harness made. It's going to be included in every kit. So factory Altezza alternator plug to the Sequoia, make it plug and play. That clips in, clip into the alternator. You guys can put a zip tie there on the keep it nice and neat. Now for the battery cable. Battery cable has these little fangs on the terminal there. The alternator also has a slot to accept those little fangs. Just line it up. 10mm nut. Snug that up. Remember to do this with the battery disconnected, and you guys would have to do a idle relearn. Nice and snug. Cover that up. And from here, we can put the belt on. 4PK 825. This is available on Amazon for like $7. Free shipping if you're a Prime member. Wiggle that around the pulley. All right. I'm gonna snug up a little bit of the 14mm on the bottom. Just barely. All right. Same with the 12mm for the pulley bolt here, just to kill any slack that's in the in between everything. So that when you tighten down this bolt here, you'll avoid bending any bolts. I guess you could do it by hand. On the pulley side, just make sure it's tight enough that when you tighten up the tensioner, you're not bending anything. So a little loose. Almost there. There we go. All right, and when tightening the tensioner bolt there, you know you're good when you can spin the belt 90 degrees from flat. So belt's flat, twist it, and 90 degrees is good. If you can spin it 180 all the way flat on itself, then it's too loose. So once you get it to about a 90 and it feels nice and tension there, it's good enough. Now that we got the belt tensioned, we can come in with the torque wrench. Let me pull up the torque specs. So it's a 14mm. And ideally, when you're gonna torque something, you want to do it in one sweep. So, all right, that's torqued, 14mm torqued. What's the tensioner specs? The actual tensioner bolt is 20 foot-pounds. That's a 12 millimeter. Can I get in there without an extension? Maybe. Let's try. 20 foot-pounds. Again, you want to try to do this in one sweep. Oh, that was actually still too loose. All right. All right. That's torqued. And she's in. What else? Don't forget to clip in all these connectors and stuff back in. I had to undo that one. Oh, actually, I gotta put that one. This one back here. I don't know if you guys are aware. Let me just bring this up to you guys. On these beams engines, the intake manifold has like a insulated or isolated spacer, that black spacer there. And it's very important that you maintain this bracket. And I'll demonstrate for you now in a minute. I'm gonna place you on there. And if you come to this and you move it, see how it wiggles? I currently have the bracket loose, but it flexes because of that plastic isolator or whatever you want to call it. So I would think over time, with that removed, can possibly create an air leak or crack that plastic there. So very important to put that back. I know the more expensive alternator brackets on the market that allow you to put an aftermarket or another alternator does not include that setup back. So once the factory alternator bracket's removed, that bracket is no longer used. See, it flexes. That's why I think it's very important to put that bracket all back together. It's this one right here. See if I can demonstrate for you guys here. Yeah, see how much wiggle room? Actually, you can actually see the lower bolt hole right there of that bracket that bolts. So the intake bracket, this is the intake here. It's bolted there. Bottom bolts to the alternator bracket. So it's right there. I'll show you. Oh yeah, bracket. And this bracket here has a that lower bolt also doubles as the bracket for the harness. So get that started. Snug that as well, don't over tighten. It's aluminum. All right, clip this thing back in. Actually, vacuum. Should I put the vacuum on first? Let me see. Yeah, put the clip on and then place the vacuum back on the solenoid. Clipped, and essentially it's done. I'll just get this back on here. The compressor belt. And since you guys are already here, you might as well buy a new belt here for the compressor side. Need some more slip. Make sure you're on both the compressor, pulley, everything's all lined up, and now you can snug it. All right, that's tight. The pulley itself is a 14. Give that a nice tighten, and all right, it's done. Alternator is installed. Show you guys a different angle there. I ended up cutting the third leg here on the alternator. It's not necessary. I did it just for the aesthetics, just to make it look more OEM. All right, it's done. That's a wrap. Thank you. Bye-bye.